كل نفس ذائقة الموت وإنما توفون أجوركم يوم القيامة فمن زحزح عن النار وأدخل الجنة فقد فاز وما الحياة الدنيا إلا متاع الغرور.
We are all here tonight, وَلِلَّهِ الْحَمْدِ, because we claim that La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah. Is that what we believe? We claim that La ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasulullah is what we believe. Nevertheless, for a lot of people, this is a belief that has dropped its luggage and sat on the tongue and did not move on to penetrate the greatest morsel of your body, the heart. A police officer in a Muslim country writes to a sheikh describing the events that led him to his return to the Almighty Lord. He mentions seeing accidents and crash victims was a normal part of my day. However, one incident was different. My partner and I, he said, was parked on the shoulder of the highway, chatting. Everything calm, peaceful, quiet. When suddenly the scene shattered to the hideous sound of metal bodies becoming one. We threw our heads behind, he said. A head-on collision. The result of a vehicle slipping into the lane of the oncoming traffic. You could not describe the carnage. Two young men sprawled in the first car. We gently removed them to the side of the road and quickly went back to the second car to assist the driver. However, he was dead. So we ran back to the two young men laying side by side on the pavement. My partner began saying to them, "Say La ilaha illallah," seeing them in that crucial, critical condition, on the verge, on the brink of death. Say La ilaha illallah. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ حَرَّمَ عَلَى النَّارِ مَنْ قَالَ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ يَبْتَغِي بِذَلِكَ وَجْهَ اللَّهِ. For indeed the Almighty Lord has forbidden for hellfire anyone that testifies La ilaha illallah, seeking thereby nothing except the countenance, the face, the pleasure of the Almighty Lord. These two young men, were they able to utter this testification of faith, this golden word, this word of salvation, of successfulness, the key to paradise? Were they able to utter this? No. Instead, they uttered. They began humming the hypnotic lyrics of some satanic song. Instead, they started singing some evil satanic song. The officer said, "I have never seen anyone die in such, or dying in such a satanic way. I was terrified." However, my partner, he mentions, repeated the instructions, "Say La ilaha illallah." He did not give up. Wallahi, if these two young men said La ilaha illallah throughout their life, with the application of La ilaha illallah, it would have been easy for them to say La ilaha illallah. But when there's no prayer, no fasting, no pilgrimage, no La ilaha illallah in reality in their life, how are they going to say La ilaha illallah when they're on the brink of death? You can never ever succeed. So he repeated the instructions, say La ilaha illallah. but to no avail. The hum became a slow silence. The first one dropped, then the second one dropped, both dead. The last thing they uttered, the last thing they whispered, the last breath they breathed was the breath of Satan. The police officer and his partner, in a state of silence, could not believe it, carried the corpse to the nearest hospital. No, brothers and sisters, any person, every person who is used to committing sin, thus not repenting from their evil sin, Satan will seize his heart. He will overpower his heart. And if the sin will be the only thing that he remembers, even in the last seconds, the last moments of his life. So when his family, his relatives, when his friends come to induce him with the testification of faith, so it can be the last word before he dies, the sin will overpower him and he will say nothing except that which he used to commit of sin in the life of this world. Satan, at the moment of death, this is his final chance to destroy man. He will throw everything at you, old servant, no matter how strong you are. He will try to destroy you, especially the last seconds of your life. He will come like a tank with full ammunition in order to drive you back from La ilaha illallah. And the only way that you can ever fight and defeat this evil, accursed, is by you implementing La ilaha illallah while you are still alive. No other time. You cannot implement it before your death. Now is the time. There was an auctioneer who used to work in the marketplace. A true story. Every time he would go home, as soon as he entered the home, it was a merchant. He would have his dinner, barely speak to anyone, straight in his room, 30, 40, 50. The next day, straight in the morning, no prayer, no nothing, straight to his merchandise, his trade, that's his life. He'll come home in the afternoon, he has his dinner, into his room, does not spend time with his family, does not spend time at all utilizing his life in an Islamic way. 30, 40, 50. Every single night, 30, 40, 50. He's in love with money. Death came to him naturally. He's going to die. He cannot live forever. That 30, 40, 50 is going to end one day. So death came to him. And his sons were righteous. They said, Ya Abi, Ya Waladi, Ya Waladi, say La ilaha illallah. Say La ilaha illallah. What did he say? 30, 40, 50. It's an authentic narration. It happened in Saudi Arabia. Instead of saying La ilaha illallah, he did utter. He uttered 30, 40, 50. And thus he died on 30, 40, 50. وَلَا حَوْلَ وَلَا قُوَّةَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ.